up, YouTube? This be the King Scotty, and you're watching another episode of The Bottom Line Is, only on YouTube. It's Sunday night, and as you can see, I'm in this little muscle shirt, whatever, and I ain't got not one piece of fucking muscle. I've been cleaning up all day. As you can see, I'm live from my bedroom, blah, blah, blah. I've been trying to clean up all day, trying to spruce up a little bit around here, trying to help my mama out a little bit, so you know how I be. As a reminder, you know, the Basketball Wives are coming on tonight. Also, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming on tonight. So, you know, I got to do my reviews on both shows. But in this video, I'm going to do some album reviews on 3 albums that were released this past week. And that's Kandi's Kandi Coated, Tank's Now or Never, and Ciara's Basic Flop Stink. Now, I'm going to start off with Kandi's Kandi Coated because that's my most favorite album out the bunch. Kandi's album definitely is a good R&B album. It's one of the best R&B albums that I've heard this entire year. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's one of the best ones I've heard all year. Kandi did the damn thing. I didn't expect her to do the damn thing because last year, when those songs off her EP was leaking, like the Must Be Good, I'm calling back, the Must Be Goods and the Fly Bubs and the I Like Hims and all that, I was kind of iffy about how the album was going to sound because I thought it was going to be a bunch of ghetto anthems. But now, after I heard the album, I'm really thankful that she took out the time to make a good R&B album. The first single, Leave You, is the shit. Too bad it has flopped or whatever, but it was a strong opening for the album. I don't see why it flopped, but you know how good music goes unnoticed. My favorites off the entire album, if I'm looking down, that means I'm looking at the computer screen or whatever, so I can tell y'all the songs. My favorite songs off the album is The More I Try, I Just Know, Me and You featuring Neo, How Could You Feel My Pain, of course Leave You, Having Love Right, Leroy Jones, Fly Bub, and Superwoman featuring Tiny. Those are the must-listen-to songs off the whole album. Her new single is Me and You is on radio now featuring Neo. Please request that song. Y'all need to request some good-ass R&B music. Just request it, you know what I'm saying? Kandi needs all the support she can get. I wish she was promoting the album more, but I know she was on 106 & Park. She need to do more TV shows besides the Real Housewives of Atlanta as promotion. I really want this album to succeed, so if you haven't gotten Kandi's Kandi Coated album, please go out to your local Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Kmart, whatever store you can find, and go pick it up. Represent the South, you know what I'm saying? Kandi has a great R&B album, and I don't want good R&B at that, to be unnoticed. So please go out and pick up her album. Next artist, Tank's Now or Never album. One of the best male R&B albums I've heard the entire year. It shits all over Trey Songz, Passion, Pleasure, and Flop. I hated that album, but Tank's Now or Never is the shit. It's for the grown and sexy. If you're not over the age of 21, you don't know shit about it. Now, the best songs of this album is Sex Music, Emergency, Scream, Keep It 100, Foreplay, Can I, and I Can't Make You Love Me. Tank gave me the best male album that I could possibly hear this year. Because I haven't been into too many male albums this year, but he gave me some real shit. But this album is more geared towards the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? This is more of some bedroom type shit. This is more of a bedroom field album. And I think that I know it's going to go unnoticed because of the estimates. You know what I'm saying? It's already estimated to sell 40 to 45K the first week. I wish it was more than that. But, you know, he has to do a little bit more promotion for himself. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlantic is not doing him any type of justice. So I want you guys to buy Now or Never. Please preview it somewhere. It's a very good album. His new single is called Emergency. It's a very sexy song. And like I said, it's basically a baby-making CD. And it's best that you listen to it at night. If you listen to it during the day, you can't listen to this album during the day. Listen to Kandi Coated during the day and listen to Now or Never at night. Once that fucking sun go down, you need to listen to Now or Never. It's a good-ass CD. And Tank has always been one of the most underrated male voices in the decade of the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? He's always been very underrated to me. Maybe I Deserve is an R&B classic in my opinion. It's a memorable song. I love that song. Slowly was a wonderful song, and it went under the radar. One Man was a good song, and Please Don't Go was nominated for a Grammy, and it still went underrated. You know what I'm saying? And plus, not only that, he wrote songs for so many different people. He wrote Naked for Marcus Houston. He wrote Sideline Ho for Monica. He wrote Regret for LaToya Luckett. He wrote Under for Pleasure, which was nominated for 2 Grammys last year. I mean, the guy is the shit, and I want you guys to support this album. Tank and Kandi's album are two of the best albums that I have heard this year, best R&B albums. Now, on to Ciara with the basic flop stink album. When I say it ain't nothing good to say about it, and you know what I'm saying, I've been a fucking Ciara fan from the beginning when she came out with Goodies. I've been a Ciara fan, which is why it's so hard for me to make a review. The only songs that's worth listening to is Ride, Give Me That, and Speechless. That's it. Ain't nothing else worth listening to. That song, Basic Instinct, You Got Me, I listen to that for the fun of it. I mean, it's not a good album. Ain't shit good about it. Ain't shit fresh about it. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know why she worked with The Dream on the entire album. It's always a fucking mess when you work with one producer on the entire album. It's gonna all sound the same. And I won't say that everything on the CD sounds the same, but it's a hot ass mess. It's a hot, Basic Instinct, flop stink ass mess. I wish that Ciara would do something. And I'm sorry, Ciara stans. If you are new to my video, please don't cuss me the fuck out. You know what? Really, I don't give a fuck. Cuss me the fuck out if you want to, but I'm a Ciara stan myself, and I just have to speak my honest opinion. Basic flop stink is a fucking mess, and the sales shows. And Ride is a good song. Gimme That is a good song. And Speechless is also a good song. But it doesn't compare to the shit that she's done in the past. It doesn't compare to Promise. It doesn't compare to Goodies. It doesn't compare to 1-2 Step. And Like a Boy. Even Can't Leave Him Alone. Even Go Girl. Even Never Ever. It doesn't compare to any of that. And this CD is, I think, it's worse than Fantasy Ride. And Fantasy Ride was a hot mixtape mess. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to tell you not to buy Ciara's album, because if you want to buy her album, more power to you. It's a whack mess. I don't like it. And I'm not discouraging anyone from buying it. This is not me being a hater, because I love Ciara to death. But I'm not buying the motherfucking album because it's a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? And I love Ciara. And if I do buy it, I'm just going to buy it out of the respect that I am a Ciara fan. Maybe I need to listen to it a little bit more. Maybe it's one of those albums that I got to keep on listening to over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's a hot mess to me. Ain't nothing. I don't see what else she can release off this album. She got a song with Usher, and it's a pop-ass mess. Everything about this CD is a mess. If you want to be safe and spend some money on the right CDs, please spend your money on Tank and Kandi. I haven't heard all of R. Kelly's album yet, so I'm not going to make a review on it in this video. But what I will say is that the song called A Woman Loves, When a Woman Loves, in that song Love Is, that leaked like 2 weeks ago featuring K. Michelle, is amazing. And I see the direction that he's going musically. He's not doing many sexual songs. He's doing shit like Motown sound. You know, that's the sound that he's going for, and I'm loving it. So, and all in all, if you want to spend your money on a good R&B CD, spend your money on Tank's Now and Never, and spend your money on Kandi's Kandi Coated. Please support real R&B. Do not disappoint me. Support real R&B. For other good R&B CDs that came out over the past couple of weeks, please support Jasmine Sullivan's Love Me Back, another good R&B album. So, as far as the releases this past week, buy Tank and Kandi's album. If you want to buy R. Kelly's, from what from the snippets I've heard, because I haven't heard it in its entirety, but from the snippets it sounds great. So buy those two, buy Tank and Kandi's album. I will be back for a review of R. Kelly's album whenever I hear it, and I'll be doing a review on Keisha Cole's Calling Our Hearts album next week, and I'll be doing one on Carrie Hilson's No Boys Allowed. So I think I'm done with the album reviews of this week. The Basketball Wives are coming on in a couple of hours, and so is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so you know I gotta get ready to do them videos. And I'm out this bitch in 5, 4, 3, 2, motherfucking 1. If you haven't subscribed to me, please do so. Follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/Mr_Still Standing without the G. I'm out. Holla.